What's going on, beautiful people? And thank you for tuning in and watching and listening to this idiot give you his advice, his findings, his way of life. I don't know why you listen to me, but I guess if you listen, maybe it resonates with you. So I appreciate your appreciation. And I'm gonna tell you guys a story here of how this idiot deals with conflict. And I don't even know if it's the best way. I don't know. I think there's no best way. I think you sort of deal with it individually, and each case is individual and context is different and blah blah blah. But here it goes. I've had an example, an experience of something that happened, a conflict, and I was able to resolve it successfully. So I thought, hey, this is not bad thing to share with people. So as some of you guys know, I talk about in this video, I got a part-time job right now in a coffee shop, right? A couple times a week. And it won't be too long, but in the meantime, I have to do it. And so there's this old lady there, and she's grumpy as fuck, okay? She's grumpy as fuck. And nobody really likes to work with her. You know, it's common knowledge. Nobody likes to work with her. She's not all that great with the customers. The customers don't exactly like her all that much neither, okay? So, you know, God knows what happened to her in life, you know, but it is what it is. So anyway, she talks in a rude manner, right? And here's the thing, man, like, I'm a fucking hothead. You know, if you treat me, and I try to initially treat people with respect to the best of my ability, but if you show me like a condescending tone, I'm gonna fucking get pissed at you. Like, I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna let it slide. And this is my ego talking, but it is pure ego here. Like, oh no, you fucking insulted me and offended me. But I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm just gonna have to be trapped in this fucking thing for the rest of my life, have to come back here and learn the lesson. But it seems to me that this is something I'm just gonna have to it's gonna be with me. If you're gonna treat me with disrespect, if you're gonna fucking, you know, shit on me, or even show me like signs that you're, you know, condescending, yes, I understand the whole compassion thing. You're showing me who you are, and you probably had a shitty life, but it's like, I'm still gonna I'm gonna stand up for it. Like, I'm not gonna just let it go. I'm gonna stand up and be like, you gotta treat me with respect. So, and she said something, and the way she talks, I'm like, I don't like it. It's condescending. I don't like it. It's, you know. So she says something, and you know, I look at her and I say, in a you know, aggressive manner, because it's sort of, I've seen her talk in a way, look down and talk down a couple of times. I kind of let it slide the first few times, but I'm like, no, you're not gonna fuck with me this time. So she told me to do something in a condescending way. So I look at her and I say something along the lines of, hey, take it easy when you talk to me, you know, take it easy, you know. And then she looks at me and she says, oh, you're a smart mouth. I'm like, yeah, you got that right. I'm a smart mouth. Don't treat me with respect. Don't talk to me down. Don't talk down like this. You treat me with respect. And I just kind of looked at her, stared her in the eyes. And that's it. Then she just kind of left. And, you know, bad vibes there. You know, very bad vibes. I don't see her that much. I switched to evenings anyway, so it's not like I see her at all or whatever. But we were scheduled to work an evening together one day. And it was just me and her. So I was like, oh, fuck. All right. So, you know, what are we going to do about this, Saeed, now? What is the best solution to do, right? I'm like, you know what? That was in the fucking past. That might have happened 2 months ago when we had this confrontational thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking go to her before the shift. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her, let's bury the past and make this work today. So, you know what? Before the shift, I go up to her. Before I fucking do anything, I shake her hands. I'm like, hey, look, what happened. She's like, oh yeah, I know. I was just trying to do this and that. I was like, you know what? My mistake. My fault. I overreacted. You know, it was my mistake. That happened in the past. Let's bury the hatch. Let's let it go. We're going to have a good shift today. We're going to have a good, we're going to make it work. And, you know, I can tell on her face she was relieved, because she sort of like was telling the owner or whatever, like, I don't want to work with this fucking jerk. I don't want to work with this asshole. So I told her, you know what? Like, I told her, I told her I'm a nice guy. She's like, are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm a nice guy. You know, just that's it. You just gotta treat respect and, you know, be positive to each other, make it work. And yeah, so that's that. We made it work that day. You know, it was very good. I told her, you just tell me something. You know, she's a senior there. I'll fucking do it. You know, just again, respect the good vibes, and I'll do it. And you know, it was good. We made it work. We made it work. And I don't think this is the first time where I turned an enemy into, I don't want to say a friend, because it's not like we're friends or chilling. You know, whatever. So I see her sometimes now. It's like, hey, how's it going? You know, that's about it. But it's not the first time for me to turn an enemy into, let's say, an ally. An ally is a better word. You know, an ally. We were allies that day. We worked it out. It was great, you know. And I think every enemy is a chance for you to turn into an ally. And honestly, like, this is not the first time. I'm a confrontational person. I will confront you. I will fucking come to you, to your face, and I will confront you. I will tell you exactly what I'm thinking. I will tell you, don't talk shit. You know, I'll put you in your place if that's what needs to happen. I'll say whatever's on my mind. I'll tell you, you better fucking treat me with respect. I'm very confrontational in that sense. And I think that's my upbringing, because just where I grew up and everything, probably my upbringing. I grew up on the streets, okay? Just fights and, you know how it is back in the Middle East. But one thing that I'm learning is every time you have a conflict with someone is a chance right there and then for forgiveness, is a chance to turn that enemy into an ally and potentially a friend as well. Potentially as a friend. If you're not a friend, then an ally. You have a chance right there and then. That conflict happened for a reason. That conflict happened so both you and the other person can try and let go. Practice letting go of what happened, because you know what it is. You know what it is. Okay, look. If I hadn't done that, if I hadn't gone up to her, shook her hands and told her, you know what, my mistake, I overreacted, then I am hanging on to a fucking memory. That's a memory now. That's the past. That's gone. What's going on now? Why are we now stuck in the past? Why am I stuck on a memory? The memory is you were rude to me and I really gave it to you. You know, I really stood my ground. Okay, fair enough. But that's a memory now. What does it have to do with the present moment? Nothing. Nothing. Because your identity is who you are in the present moment. That has nothing to do with it. So I thought of it, I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking memory now. Why are we clinging on to this memory? I'm going to be the one to take the initiative and say, you know what, we don't have to cling on to that memory anymore. We can just establish something new in the present moment. A chance for me, for you, I didn't tell her that, but a chance for us to let go. That's what it is. It's a chance for us to let go of a past memory, because it all is a memory now. And I can think of several people in my life that I've turned from enemies. Again, I'm confrontational, so I get in these situations not as often anymore, but you know, it happens to me quite a bit. Turn them into an ally. Look for it as a chance, because you're an alchemist and you're here to turn lead into gold, metaphorically speaking. So to turn an enemy into an ally, if possible, right? You do your best. You take the initiative. It might not work out. It might work out. But that's my way of dealing with conflict. You know, it's confrontational, but also there's always a chance to forgive and let go. Okay? I don't know. Some people will tell you, no, it's not good to be confrontational. It's not good to, but I disagree. I think you should be confrontational. I think it's good to go up to people and speak your mind. Doesn't mean you're right. You could be on an ego trip. I think I'm on a fucking ego trip, to be honest, when I say, oh, I'm this confrontational guy and you don't fuck with me. And I'm probably carrying that from the streets, is what it is. But really, when people step on your toes, they gotta be reminded. You gotta be there for them as an instrument for the force. hey, respect your fellow human beings, and I happen to be one of your fellow human beings. That's how I like to think of it, you know? That's why I have a confrontational attitude with dealing with conflict, because it's like, hey, look, you're not treating me with respect. This is what I think. I think you're not treating me with respect. Now, I could be on a total ego trip here, you know, and I'm just like, you know, like, don't fuck with me, blah, blah. However, still, I'm one of your fellow human beings. Treat me with respect. Treat me with dignity. Treat me, I'm not asking you to fucking wipe my asshole, right? I'm not, no, please, I will wipe my asshole, okay? Nobody knows my asshole better than this asshole. Don't wipe my asshole. I'm not asking you to do that. Just treat me with dignity. Treat me with respect. Don't talk down to me in a condescending manner. And everything's cool. So that's how I like to think about it. That's why I like to confront people with conflict. Confront them. It's like, this is what I think. Okay? Don't. And it creates a lot of uncomfortable feelings and sensations. But they're right there and then. That conflict, if we say everything is for a reason in the universe, then conflict has a reason. Conflict has a reason because it needs to be resolved. Conflict needs resolution. Resolution needs conflict. This is duality. This is we live in a duality-based reality. Day and night, light and dark, black and white, right? It's all contrast. It's a duality. And this is why we come here, to experience contrast. So in order for us to resolve conflict, we need conflict. Good, evil, we need evil to know good. Oneness, separation, we need the ego to know oneness. We need to experience this ego, It's the whole point of this simulation, of this video game. So whenever there's a conflict and there's somebody that needs to be confronted, I think my approach to it, it's worked for me pretty good. I'm going to keep doing it. It's confront them. That's my approach. Confront that person. Go and experience that, that anger and those feelings of resentment, between you and the other person. But then now, because we live in duality, in contrast, there is a conflict. What is the opposite of conflict? Resolution. Now we have a chance to resolve conflict. And I think the best way to resolve conflict is, again, to confront the person again and say, hey, we're hanging on to a memory. We don't need to do that anymore. You start with yourself, initiative. I let go of that memory and I'll take responsibility. I overreacted, whatever. Hey, right now we're in the present moment. Shake my hands. Let's make it work. So, we'll keep doing this and see how it goes in my life. Maybe you have some conflict right now you need to deal with. This might help you with your life. God bless you all. You're all amazing, wonderful beings. But as always, don't forget to subscribe, or I'm going to confront you. I'm going to come to your house and confront you and make you hit that subscribe button. Okay? Or you're going to sleep with the fishes. So make sure you subscribe.